Probably unmute myself before we start, shouldn't I? That might be a good idea. How's it going, everybody? I'm so excited for today. I don't know why. I woke up, I'm in a good mood. It's not like yesterday where I came in firing, but at the same time, I'm still really, really excited. So, hey there, Mason the Meme. Good to see you back. Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like it's gonna be a good stream today. So we're gonna be working on this behemoth some today. It's not gonna be the entire stream. I don't want to have the entire stream be this. I think we're gonna go work on a couple of farms. There is a farm that I want to set up because it's gonna help with trading. So we're gonna also look into that, and then yeah, we're gonna have some fun, hopefully, right? So what I want to do today is I want to get these pillars, the layout of them, all the way around. Not necessarily built up, so but that we know the layout of them. That's what we're gonna focus on right away. Ooh, that's what I want to do. So that's what we're gonna work on. And I am adding this block into the build somewhere. We might get to that today, but if it starts getting too late, I might go to something else. So, anyways, let's do this. So we're gonna need about all the quartz pillars that we can get. Also probably gonna grab some dirt and we're gonna fall like that. Anyways, how's your Saturday going, Mason the Meme? It's been pretty chill for me so far. So let's do that up there. And all right, so this is gonna go. Hello, you must be one of those the special people. Oh, it's a pretty chill day. Hey there, Iron Bull. I think I said that right. I'm pretty sure. How you doing today, Iron Bull? Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Iron Bull. It really does mean a lot. But yeah, we're gonna essentially just work on this. I think. Well, we're not just gonna work on this. We're gonna work on other stuff too. But it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a bit, but I think it's gonna come out looking good. So what we need to do is we need to build up 3 away, and then we'll do our little pattern here, like so. We're just gonna do this all the way around. The reason we're doing this is so that we kind of start getting that feel of how big this is gonna be. So like that's the reason we're doing this. It's gonna be kind of just like a scale check. So we got that in there. I can feel the monsters are gonna start coming out here soon. We're gonna fly over here. Right like that. Yeah, so it's gonna be a good day. I know yesterday we worked on the the village a little bit. We actually built up our first little home and started laying out more areas. So we started laying out this area, and then we also built this stuff. I want to show this off because this is really kind of cool. So we go like this. So what this is it's the armorer's like little house bedroom. You got a little table for sitting, books. You got a wardrobe, put more books, stuff like that. And then we come over to this side. He takes a nice little stroll up. Hey there, Mad Max. How's it going? Happy to see you back again today. And then yeah, we got the little armor shop. We got all the armor on the wall. We got the armor stands for displays for the road, and then we got I like it. I like the way it came out. It did. I'm so happy about it. But yeah, we're working on the mob farm. We're working on this monstrosity again. I don't know if monstrosity is a word thing for it. The monster. Monstrosity just kind of has like a really negative tone to it for whatever reason. But we're working on this, getting this done. Yeah, we're just trying to lay it out. That's all we're trying to do, is figure out how big this is going to be, where everything's going to be at. Because we do kind of have to lay this out. It's something of that size, so we need to know how much material we're going to use. Because we're going to use a lot of material. So we got that there. So right there, there, there. This is where we're going to need to start cutting into the earth. So it could get a little muddy, but it also will help speed it up. Yeah. This is going to be insane. Just the size of it's going to be awesome. But yeah. I'm excited. It's a good awesome, I would say. But yeah. So we're going to work on placing all this stuff, and then we're going to go to some farm building later. But yeah. Like so. It's like we are only 4 into this, and we have not even made it a quarter of the way. How's the path turn out? What? How did the path turn out? Oh. It's turning out pretty good. I think you're talking about this path, right? Or are you talking the pathway to affiliate? I don't know. I know you've asked about that a lot. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of buildings here. We're going to have kind of that, like the higher class villagers. So your librarians, your blacksmith, those. I know it's like, what? A blacksmith isn't a higher class villager. Well, the blacksmith is like the TNT one, yes. It turned out well, yeah. So TNT always makes mining more fun, right? Like that's why we use it. It's a fun material to use. It is totally a building block. I don't care what anybody says. Did we build that out far distance? Yes, we did. Now we've fallen down. But yeah, we we are very much so a clan that believes in the TNT. If you don't believe in TNT, I'm sorry, but it's just too important of a tool. And streaming purposes, it does add a little flair, a little life to the stream. So, yeah, I'm excited. Let's see, right like this. But yeah, so jump up here. It is really like it's a good thing we have so much dirt because we're using it kind of like as these building blocks. But at the same time, it's like, why do we have so much? It takes up so much storage space. That at the same time, we'll be able to terraform just about everything. No, there was a world that I had. This was way back. Well, not way back. This was like a year and a half ago. So I got on Elytra and I went, I'm gonna build something way in the sky. So I shot up to 200 or so on the Y level, and I just started building a whole terrain area. And I was gonna put a mansion on top of it, and then I went, I'm gonna connect to the ground. Like I never finished it. I never even got close. Like I didn't even put a roof on it before I got burned out by it. And it's just like sometimes you just gotta pick the scale of the builds, and you can't get weighed down by working on one too much. So it's like that's why I'm Saturday streams. It's like I know I got the longer time on Saturday. Let's work on this. We'll work on it Saturdays. We'll keep it for Saturdays. That also because it gives us a good rotation on content. Like that's really how I view it. It's like we just got a good rotation on content if we do it this way. So, it won't pop up like. I know there are some YouTubers like Mumbo Jumbo who put out a 10-hour this lamp will turn off in 10 hours video, and it got well over 1 million views. And I think he said that the watch time on it was insane. But at the same time, when you have really devoted followers like he has, I'm not saying that I don't. Like I think mine are pretty good. But it's just we're starting out really early on right now. It's like we need to keep the content interesting. And like change it up a lot. So, how far have we gotten so far? Oh my gosh. We're about halfway. So that's a good thing. We're making good, steady progress on this. But we're about halfway, and this is going to be insane. This is where I go. The pillars might not be big enough, but they might be big enough. Oh. You know what's really going to stink? Is if the roof isn't in line. It is. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Interesting content is good content. And sometimes, which is why we like TNT. Yes. Yes, which is why we like TNT. TNT is a lot of fun. Like, digging stuff out, yeah. That's one way to go about it. But the moment where you go, okay, bring out the explodies. I restocked the explodies, by the way. I felt after the last stream it would be important to restock the explodies, and I almost destroyed my ender chest. Good thing I made sure to look at the names. And that's also why we name our tools special names. We need to delete said hill from existence. We're also going to put some TNT on the backside here. It wouldn't. Like, it's like, for as weird as it sounds, is like Minecraft putting in TNT kind of helped it blow up. And it's like, yes, I totally mean it in like every punny way possible. But it allows casual players to clear lots of land. It allows casual players to clear lots of land quickly, so it helps them play the game. And then content creators, it gives them like a free like 2 minutes to collect their funds. I know that sounds really bad just saying that right now as TNT's going off and we're doing this right now. But it does. Like I remember Hermitcraft early in the season, they had these 3 of the hermits started a TNT excavation company together where they would go around and blow stuff up for other hermits, and they would make just entire videos out of it. But at the same time, were those great videos? Yes. Do I have a t-shirt from that series of events? You betcha. Gives people a chance to crash your game. Yeah, fair. That is true. It can crash a game. Hey, I'm Reddita. Good to see you can make it to the stream today. Yeah. We're working on the mom farm like every Saturday we do. But we're making good progress. You got here right after the explosions. We'll go blow up that hill just for the fun of it. But it does like it. Yeah, it makes a mess, but as long as you come back and fix the mess, it's okay. Like what we did over there yesterday where we blew up those hills, but then we went and flattened it, covered everything up. It makes it work. And that's like, yes, I like that so much. It's getting dark out. I'm afraid of the dark. But yeah, I love it. I love TNT. I didn't do a stream word today. Totally forgot about that. Yeah. Totally forgot about the stream word. Some things broke on your drum set. Oh no. Okay, it's all good. Drum sets can be really expensive. That and really noisy. My parents didn't like that our neighbor had a drum set. Our neighbor, not even us, our neighbor, because we could hear it. And I don't live we live in a very rural area, so there isn't like there's apartments, but there's not like mass apartments like in big cities. So this is literally people in another house, and we can hear the drums being played. It's like, whoa. I mean, it wasn't bad for me. Like, I liked it. Like, it adds a theme song to your life, and if you think about it in the right way, it like adds a beat. Like your brain's always on that beat, and it helps you. But yeah, that's what my brain has on that thought. I'm sorry, but yeah, my brain just went. Hey, remember this? Hmm. This is a lot of dirt placing this one. But we also so right around by Jeeb and the gold farm, I think I want to do what's called an industrial district. So essentially what we'll do there is we will set up all of our like mass farms. So like we will have I don't know if I'll transport villagers over there, but we'll have like other farms there along with our farms that we have here. But we might do so like I know a cactus farm is one we gotta do. So we might do like that. We might do there's just a bunch of other farms that we haven't done yet that we can do over there. So if we transport villagers over there, we can start doing like potato and carrot farm. And it's so that we can dedicate more space to like builds and we don't need to necessarily like we want to have a purpose in all the builds, but we don't necessarily need to have a purpose for every build. Like I don't think we'll need to build another mob farm there because once this is fully built and we do with the back half of this what I think I'm gonna do, the farm is gonna be ridiculous. Like we won't need to AFK because it just runs that efficiently. While we're here, it'll be plenty. So that's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna do an industrial district. We're probably also gonna make so we got that sheep farm or wool farm that we're gonna put into a theater. We might do an upgraded version of that since we have the like obviously to get wool, but since we also have whatchamacallit, what are they called? Shepherds, I think? I'm not 100% sure. I think they're called shepherds. But they accept wool trades, so we'll do instead of like all the colorful wools that we'll have here, it'll be dedicated to wools that they want to help with emeralds and stuff like that. So, and then also build up like a tree farm. Those things are really cool. It involves TNT dupers, a bed of obsidian. It's an interesting build, and it's desperately needed because we need charcoal. So yeah, our super smelter runs out of charcoal pretty quickly right now, and I cannot cut down enough trees to build and sustain that. So we'll have to work on that too. Went the wrong way. I'm used to going that way at first, so we gotta make sure that we keep going the right way. Because if we don't, it's gonna be slightly interesting. So love that we got rid of the double clicks. But we did have that moment yesterday where I think it might be partly me that's double clicking. We had a moment yesterday where it did a double click, and this is a 2-week-old mouse, and it's a mouse that is Minecrafter approved, so it's like it should have a lot of clicks for blazing blocks. So I might be double clicking on my own on accident. So it's like, okay. Noted. Need to pay attention to that. Okay, so where are we at? We are on the back side. Right. Tartar sauce. So if we go right here and look straight up, Hmm. So we come over here. Oh my gosh, is that going to line up perfectly with how we want it? Oh, it's going pretty good, Mad Max. We're just trying to figure out where everything needs to be. So we need to be 2 blocks off of this, which come over here. This right now is lined up, so we got to move this over 2 blocks. So what if we did this? Okay. Listen, follow me here. So we don't want this to appear too weird, right? So instead it's just exaggerating it and moving this one over 1. We're going to move this one over 2. We're going to move both of these pillars over 2. So that way it isn't as exaggerated. It's obviously not ideal. Like, I wish it would line up perfectly, but that's just part of the planning mistakes on my part. Like, I didn't need to launch that off. You know, there are times where you're happy you don't use explodey rockets, and that's one of those times I was happy I didn't use explodey rockets. So we're gonna... I made this in the wrong spot again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend this gap out to 4. We're gonna extend this gap out to 4. So this will come back like this. Right here. And then this one will go right here. And like, we need to lay out stuff on top of all this anyway, so it's not too big of a deal if we have that excess dirt there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go right here. And that should line us up just perfectly. And this is where I learn. Okay, so 41. 516, 41. This isn't as big of a deal if we gotta extend it out 1, but it is kind of like... this is 42. How much space do we have? Okay. Okay, so that does line up with that. Okay, we don't need to rebuild that. That's a positive. Oh, that would have stunk. So, now this one, because on the front side, here's why it's not such a big deal that we mess that up. I almost nailed that. We already have variation in length. I didn't vary the length here. Okay, so I need to come in 3. Okay. Where did I? Okay, so what I did was I drew it out wider. That's what I did. I took it and made it wider. But I made it 2 here. Continuity error? What? What? 71. 71. I'm about to freak out. Did I just look at the... I did. I just looked at the... Okay, so this is 53. Okay. This is going to be based off of the Temple of Artemis. This build. It's based off of that. I think it's Artemis. Yeah, it's Artemis. That's what the build is based off of. Like, there's going to be obviously variations. I want to actually show you guys, once we get this all laid out, what the build's all going to entail. So we obviously have that black stone on the bottom. We're going to have that gold trim going around. It's not going to be complete rip, but there is a lot of the building, like the scale of it and stuff like that. Yeah, it was just a building that looked really cool. So and I mean, monsters do come out at night, so there is a bit of continuity there. Okay. I mean, there is a bit of continuity there, where monsters do come out at night, so it might not be entirely stupid to make the build centered around a moon goddess. So, yeah, let's just clear a bit of that hill. You know, I don't so much mind digging. It's just I don't always feel like it, you know? And then there are times where I just overshoot for overshooting matters. You know, it's just so much easier to do that. It takes less time to do this. It's nicer, right? So we're going to come, just clear this off a bit. I think we're actually just going to place all the dirt in. It is. It really is. It's like, I'm sorry, but I'm really not. Can you blame me? Okay, we're here on stream today, and instead of laying all this out with, or digging all this out with shovels, we're gonna blow it up. Like, we're just gonna blow it up. We can fix the damages. We are not villagers. We can fix the damage. Villagers run from zombies. We do not fear them. There is a lot of entities, so I think it's really slowing down my game right now. So, I think we always have this issue. But it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Boom, 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 boom. This is going to make it so much easier, though, too, if we lay all this out just to go down the line. And lay it all down. That, and it also makes less dirt for our inventory. Or our storage, so. It's like we're going to have to do it anyway, so we might as well just get it out of the way right away. It's not like my shovel sucks by any means. It doesn't, like... Okay, so we can throw that out. Throw that out. But yeah. A little bit later on, just to kind of like break up the stream, we're going to do that where we go work on other farms. And I'm curious, what farm? The auto-click? No. The auto-click isn't back. I'm curious, what farms do you guys like love? Like for me, it's definitely like either the iron farm or the mob farm. That's why we started with them. Like, obviously, there's always going to be a bias towards gunpowder. Like, for me, that's always going to be a bias. Like, I'm not going to be able to not want gunpowder. And ever since I was able to figure out how to build this farm efficiently and to work well, it's like, yes, we just went to a whole nother level. But I am curious, like, what type of farms do you guys like? And if you're not really into the technical side, get into the technical side a bit. It's awesome. When I started learning about all these farms, and then there was like an iron farm that you could use, everything just kind of took off for my interest in Minecraft. It's like, oh wait, you don't, because I know there are a lot of mods out there to like get resources, and a lot of the mods are centered around gathering resources. Like, I think a cool one that we're going to be able to partner with the gold farm is Piglin Trader Farm, which is going to be a more technical farm because it requires like timing and certain dropper sequences. It's going to be a lot more of a technical farm, but at the same time, what you can get from that farm is such good resources. Like, we'll never need to go mining for gravel again. Leather will be nearly infinite. It's a good farm. If the trades are still all the same. They might have changed the trades since I've last seen them. But it's a good farm nonetheless. And I'm just genuinely curious, like, what type of farms do you guys like want to see? Let's see. A honey farm. Now that's an interesting one. That one is gonna I know it's possible. I know it's possible. But it also takes a lot of resources. I know Exuma Void is probably going to be a creator that I lean on, like, to watch and all that, to learn from. Because what he does with his farms is just insane. So he's on that Hermitcraft. I reference this server all the time. But he's on that Hermitcraft server as well. And his entire base is essentially what we're doing here, where every building has a purpose, but he's also able to weave it into the earth. God, that just took 2 seconds to clear out that entire hole. Everything out. Very much so is able just to lay out all of his builds and make it all really, really beautiful. And I think that was one of the first farms that he started with, because they do a shopping district, whatever you'd call it, where they use diamonds as currency. Because once you get mending and diamond tools, after that, diamonds can kind of lose their value, whereas like iron holds its value, gold holds its value, because it just comes up in different aspects of the game. But once you reach a point, diamonds kind of start losing their value, unless if you're an absolute psychopath and start trading with villagers. But so they give it another value and having it be currency. And that was one of his first shops, was a honey shop where it was automatic honey, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's insane. Like, the things that I'm like, oh, we really, really, really need to get, they make in 2 episodes. It's like there was one where I think it was 3 episodes into the season, and they already had a fully functioning slime farm. And it's like, what? Yeah. Okay. And that's just kind of the side of, they know everything already. Well, they don't know everything, but they are much more experienced at the game. Like, where I want to get to one day, where it's like we're building farms off of memory. I know this farm was off of memory, so yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, I definitely will try to put a honey farm in there. I think it might be a little hard to put in a honey farm. Like, we might need to find a flower biome and then like somehow spawn and transport bees, which is gonna be interesting, but I definitely am gonna give it a try. Like, I definitely want to give it a try, so I think it would be a cool farm to have. And it's just another block that works like slime. Except for whatever reason, you can't put it on a piston to make a sticky piston, even though slime makes you bounce and honey blocks make you stick. It don't make sense. It don't. Oh my gosh, we have gotten so far on this already. Whew. And we're only 40 minutes into the stream. Good, we'll be able to get quite a bit done today. Whew. But I do think it is important to just make sure we're not going overboard on one project at a time. Like, that's why I'm sitting here going, God, we really got to start building like a new building or whatever. Minecraft science makes so much sense. If the world ran on Minecraft science, it would be a much better, crazier place. But yeah, I'm excited. I think all this stuff should come out well, looking good. I do kind of want to like hold off on doing building projects, and that's kind of why I'm thinking we do an industrial district. Is so that we don't go overboard on. Okay, I need to make sure I get this lined up. So 93. I need to make sure I get this lined up, otherwise I'm gonna flip. 93. Okay. Ow. I need to really stop doing that. Okay, now we're at 96, 95, 94, 93. Perfect. We are lined up perfectly. Now we just need to make sure that when we do this, we repeat everything. We'll start at that end. It will probably be easier if we start at that end, follow the same pattern until we get down near the end. But nighttime, gotta sleep. Otherwise, phantoms are gonna come out. And I'm gonna make a Star Wars reference while making a Phantom of the Opera reference, and it's just not gonna be. It's just not gonna be an interest. It's not an interesting joke. It's a used joke. We've already used the joke, so we've already used the joke. And we really haven't gone through much of our what would you what am I thinking of? We haven't really gone through much of our quartz material, so that's a good thing. What do you mean? Yeah, we have. Yeah, I said we. You got a problem with we? We. I want to try to make it an interesting, inclusive build, you know? We're trying to be inclusive here. Sorry, you're not the flower we were looking for. And you're not the torch we were looking for. Let's see. Explain to me why I feel like we built that wrong. Oh, the joke. Oh, okay. Yep. From yesterday. It was from yesterday. Yeah. Phantoms came out of nowhere, started attacking. Oh my gosh. How am I so wrong right now? How am I so wrong? Nope. I'm just missing blocks. The phantoms came out of the sky for the joke. This is in reference to the joke. The phantoms came out of the sky. I said, oh no, it's the Phantom of the Menace. And then my brain went, that's a Star Wars movie title? And I went, I was actually referencing the Phantom of the Opera, so happy little accident? Ish? Maybe? That was the joke from yesterday. It wasn't a very good one, but it's just like my brain went, oh, let's think about this thing. So I was thinking Phantom of the Opera like being a menace, but in reality, there is a Star Wars movie, and people would would much sooner get the reference to Star Wars and the Phantom Menace than they would Phantom of the Opera. It's like, huh. Didn't think about that one. It's also a very weird way that my brain went where it went Phantom of the Opera before Star Wars. Because I'm not really a theater kid, but I kind of am a theater kid. We really didn't have, like, a full-blown theater department. Our theater department was speech and music. But if you weren't in music, you weren't in anything really theater-related. We really don't think he should be allowed to be in the play because he's not out for music or band. So we really don't think that he should be allowed to be in the play. Sorry, bad blood. But he's in speech. Yeah, but he's not out for vocal. He stopped going out for vocal because you changed teachers on them every year. Well, why didn't he go out for band then? Well, because he doesn't like playing an instrument. Sorry, bad high school experiences. Bad high school trauma. So hold on, you're getting one of the top students in. You're not putting one of the top students in speech in the swing show because he's not in band. Right. But he's in speech. Yes. But. Eh? I'm confusing myself at this point. Don't worry if you're confused. I am too. I don't know why I'm going on that tangent. I just am. I wanted to be a theater kid. But yeah, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see. We're almost there. Is that up on one level? I feel like that's up on one level. Why is that up on one level? Did I really build that? I did. I did build that up one level. Oh, wow. Okay. So be it. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thought behind it. It's like, he's in speech, right? Yes. And they want to do a comedy skit in what's essentially the talent show. Yes. So you're not going to let him do it because he's not in band. Yes, exactly. We think he's just getting out of class for it. But he's part of the stage crew, too. Oh. Yeah, my senior year was interesting. But my junior year, that was fun. My junior year was fun. So we did, for speech my junior year, we did Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Well, the group we had was 2 seniors and then 3 juniors. I was one of the juniors, and then a couple of twins were also the other juniors. But we were doing awesome at it. We got DQ'd from speech because of a stupid rule. And we were like, you know what? We're going out on a high. So we're performing it in the swing show. Yes, the year before, I'm not allowed to be in the swing show. But then again, I wasn't vocal that year. But then again, they also dumped that teacher. That teacher moved away. Something weird. It was weird. I had 3 different music directors in 3 years of music, and I decided I didn't want a 4th music director my 4th year of school. It was like, nah, I'm just done. So we're doing the swing show, we're doing these skits, and we go, you know what? It's these seniors last year's. We already know that neither of the band director or the vocal director are coming back. It's like, let's just have fun. So instead of doing our last skit for the show, like we put it in the right spot so it's like they can't really shut the lights off on us, because then the parents will go, so it was the last show of the last shows. It was our last skit, and instead of doing a Monty Python skit, we did a skit that we had practiced 5 times. But it was because one of the seniors was a huge Chris Farley fan. And it was kind of like a send-off, like, this is going to be our last time really performing together with anybody. Let's have fun with it. So we did this living in a van down by the river. And it's a group of 5 guys, but one of them had to go get ready for show choir. So we were down to 4. So we didn't have the mom being played. And we're also in a very religious... Oh, it's all good, Amaretita. Just telling a kind of funny story. But we're doing this van down by the river skit from SNL. And we're not supposed to. Like, this was like gonna be the 5th skit that we did. We were like, okay, we have these 4 that we all did in speech competition, and then we have this one that we also want to do, just kind of like as a send off for our 2 seniors who are huge SNL fans, and then also because we want to have fun with it. The swing show should be a fun time. It's near the end of the year. Should be allowing students to showcase what they have and what they've been working on throughout the year, right? It should really be a speech. And I do think that it should be a choir-directed thing, but it should also be a speech. It should be the fine arts. That's what it should be, right? It should be speech, everything in between. Yep, that's a band. So, but yeah. Telling a joke. Can't you let me tell a joke? But so we're going. They don't allow it, so we go. You know what? We're gonna do this one, and we're not telling anybody. We're gonna do it the last night. We start. We literally go all out. So it's the Van Down by the River sketch for Chris Farley, and we literally, when we say we go all out, we built a breakaway table. Like when my friend was supposed to jump on the table, like fall on the table, it was breaking away. Like, that's how all out we were. We were like, okay, we are doing this to the extreme. And as we're going, okay, so I think we need to do this one at 4. We're going about the night like it's normal. So, like, speech attire is very bland. Like, contests we're wearing like polos and all that, but for what we were doing much more of that. We're a small improv college group. Look at our black t-shirts and our blue jeans. So night's going normal, everything's going well. And then we get down to the final thing. And while the one friend is sitting in the back, or is sitting on the side getting ready because he's in the show choir that follows our performance. No, I am not. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I should probably focus on this a little bit more, but I don't want to. So he's standing off to the side, right next to the vocal director, and we go out there, and all of a sudden, it's different from the final skit. Like, every student knows about it, that it's gonna happen. Like, I kid you not, every student on the side, like the stage crew, all that, knows it's gonna happen. Everybody except, like, the adults, the teachers. So we go out there and we absolutely destroy it. So, like, literally, we hit it off. Everybody's dying. My friend flops down on the table. As he's getting back up, he looks over. He knows where our principal is at in the crowd. He looks over. She is cackling so bad at the performance, like just losing it, just laughing so hard. And at that moment, he went, "Whatever punishment we get is not going to be serious. There is no way they're going to be able to give us a serious punishment." So we get off, and the music director and the band director are just furious. But how are they gonna say we're in trouble? So we go the next. It was on Saturday, so we're just laughing it up. We're enjoying ourselves. It was a great send off for our seniors in speech. Everybody laughed at it so hard. We were getting like everybody was saying, "Great job! That was an awesome sketch. It was so funny." Because we weren't supposed to do it. Nobody knew it was coming, and they were like, "That wasn't the same sketch that you did the other night, was it?" No. You had like elementary teachers that went and were like, "You didn't do that in front of the elementary students. What?" So did you change it up? Did you just want to change it up? And we're like, "Yeah, we just wanted to change it up. We'll go with that." And Monday comes rolling around. So this is right at the start of track season. And I throw in track. I'm not a runner by any means. I never have been. I'm not really much of a thrower. And we we get held back after class. And now here comes the interesting part. Oh, this is going to look good. This is going to be insane. Oh, I'm so excited for it all to be built. That was a lot of mobs to drop at night. Okay. And we're sitting there, and it's kind of like, so the teacher was howling. There were a ton of teachers there, and they were all laughing their butts off. The principal was laughing their butt off. The superintendent was, all of that. So we're sitting there going, what are they going to do? What can they do, right? The band director and the choir director could go, yeah, they need to be in trouble because they didn't do what they did. They switched the script up on us. Like, we knew it was an SNL skit, so we did our best to clean up any possible bad things that could have been in it. And the message of the skit is one of the message of the skit is one of don't do drugs, drugs are bad, right? So that's the message of the skit. So it's like it's really not like a bad thing. We're gonna build up a couple of these pillars just to get this front view to see what the front is looking like. And we got the time, so and I kind of want to just keep on telling the story. So we're like, it's not really gonna be much of a punishment. So our punishment was we had to go and wipe down the backs of all the chairs in the auditorium and pull down a swing show banner, which the one kid that smashed the table also worked as a janitor during the summer. So he was authorized to use a cherry picker, was what it's called. It's like a little basket on a lift. So we got that, which made that real easy. It took us all of 20 minutes. And me and this other kid are in track. Well, it's a warm-up meet, so everybody's doing everything in the meet. Like whatever events you do, you're doing them. Because it's really not like a scoring one. It's one that's meant more to like just get everybody ready for the season. And we had to explain to our coaches who were in the crowd that night and laughing their butt off that we had like a fake detention where we had to go clean up all the back seats of all the seats in the auditorium. And the one coach who is very straight-laced went, "Are you kidding me? Why? Why would they make you do that? That was absolutely hilarious." And it's like, yep, it's good to know where all the teachers stand on that one. Like literally, we had all the other teachers on our side besides the two that were supposedly running the show. But there were other things that happened that night which kind of made all the other teachers go, yep, no, we're on their side. Let's just say students are better at running technology sometimes than teachers. And when you have students running sound and lighting, yeah, teachers probably shouldn't be in there messing with it too much if they don't really know it. That's all I'm going to say on that because, yeah, it did kind of help us with not being in so much trouble when all of a sudden, so you want them to be in trouble for messing up your performance or your show when you already messed up your own show for a student. Doesn't make any sense. But that was like my highlight in school was that moment where we don't care what happens, we're gonna do this. Our speech coach like kind of knew, but had to play a little dumb, saying, "Nah, I didn't know they were gonna do that," even though we practiced it at her house. Granted, that was also like, well, we were just more or less trying to submit our video. She really didn't know much about it, but it was too fun to like look back and be like, I kind of regret that. That's one of those moments where you go, that was a good thing that we did that. It's one of those moments in your life where you're like, yeah, I'm happy we did that. Because it really was like our last performance together as a group, and it's like we went out on that note where we made every important person in the school laugh. Like all the students were just laughing their butts off that were there. All the teachers who were all more of the more involved teachers were laughing their butts off. It was one of those moments. Yeah, it's like you gotta go through it, and it's like if you got something that you think is gonna be awesome, you gotta do it. It just makes it so much better. And looking back on it, it's like yeah, it's like no regrets with that. It's like yeah, kind of wish we would read the rule book a little bit closer for speech, but in that terms of how we went off, it's like if we didn't get DQ'd, we probably weren't thinking about doing that. But it's like, because it would have been like the All State was the send off. But I think, I can't remember if prom was before that or if it was after that. But I know we also performed at our prom and everybody just lost their minds there. Did another SNL skit, which we had it, or one of the guys in the group. I played let's just say the more well baked individual of the skit. One of the guys in our group was playing the Will Ferrell character. What was supposed to have a beard the morning of it. The morning of it. We're practicing, rehearsing it. Like we're in the middle of setting up, and we're practicing it because the juniors set up the prom, and then the seniors got to just enjoy the prom while the juniors, and then we had sophomores wait on it, like they were the wait staff. Um, but the morning of the prom comes walking into our like little practice before it. I think we practiced that skit maybe twice, and we pulled it off, and it was hilarious. Like when you get in a good group with like acting and skits and all of that, once you get really comfortable with everybody, performing stuff and going through it, it just becomes so much easier. The morning up comes walking into the library, clean shaven, had like the perfect beard for the skit, and went, I need to trim it a bit. Trimmed too much and ended up taking off too much and like had to shave his beard entirely, and everybody's like, no. And this was a kid that was like, nah, I'm really just more into the after prom. It's like it's a much more relaxed event after prom, like obviously after prom. But we would be up till 2 a.m. in the morning. They would have entertainment come in and got stuck up on hypnotists for a really long time just because it's like that's one of those shows where everybody knows each other really well, so to see some of them start like doing really weird things is really kind of funny. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We did that skit. We pulled that up again, another SNL skit. So it's like, really, why would a teacher have a problem with the SNL skits? But I completely understand why some of them people would have an issue with it. But the teacher that was in charge of this one, like the teachers that were in charge of it, said, yeah, do whatever skit you want, just keep it clean, like to an extent. Like y'all are 17, 18 years old, we understand, but like no swearing. We are, after all, still a school event. No, like showing of using drugs. I'm gonna say that because my character was. Hey, how's it going? My character was very chill. Very chill. Not that I actually role played it. I didn't role play it. I'm not that type of person. I don't role play it like that. So it was a lot of fun, and I loved being able to do that. And it's like one of the, again, my junior year was a year where it's like I really don't have many regrets from that year. So yeah, it was a fun time. And that's like I said, I'm a theater kid, but I'm not really a theater kid because I never got into the plays. Like if I would have gotten into the plays, yeah, maybe things would have been different. But when you have a rotating music department like we did, and you're really not like outgoing like I wasn't in high school, it does make it harder to get into it. Like if we had had the same teachers from my freshman year all the way up to my senior year, I probably would have stayed in the music department, and I probably would have been in the plays or musicals or whatever. But it's like at the same time, it's like, because for me it's just building that trust. Like I know I tweeted out right before this um something about like how many people come into our stream and say that I'm an underrated streamer, and I'm just like, really? Is that what you think? It is hard for me, especially right now, to be like, are they really telling the truth, or are they just trying to pump me up and boost my confidence? To me, it is very much so right now at that point where it's like, I'm not 100% sure. And it's like, it's totally fine. Like, if, like, I won't be surprised if one of you is all of a sudden like, no, it's not true. Like, my brain is already anticipating it. Like, I'm not saying, like, you need to do it. By any means, don't do it. But at the same time, it's like, whenever you say something that's like demeaning to yourself, people tend to have that reaction of, no, that's not true. And it's like, yeah, it's one of those things that I got to get over. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Oh my gosh. The front of this is just going to be mean. So, I now want to work on something that I think will look cool. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm hoping it does. So, what we're going to do, throw that in there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oop. Totally clicked on the wrong thing there. But we'll do it like that. So this is where I need these. And I want your guys' opinion on it, obviously. Because I think it will look really cool. But so the front of this build is very white, right? Like that's why we're going with the black stone behind it, is to darken it up a bit. Give it some more depth without really making it that much deeper. So as we're going, gonna make it lighter in a sense, where I need to refuel the rockets, and I should probably make sure that I have Jimmy Woo in my hand. If you're wondering what I was trying to do, I was trying to place down a shulker box that wasn't even in my inventory or in my hotbar yet. And I was like, it's going to go in that spot right there where we have that, wrong chest, where we have that dirt. And I instead just placed down the dirt. Let's just say it was a dirt move on my part. A dirt move. A dirt move. So in order to do this, I'm going to try building up a scaffolding system to make it as easy as possible. Because this is going to be a lot of overhead. So what I'm thinking is so we got the windows down here. And matching up with the windows going all the way up. Let me get a better view of this. Going all the way up. So we got all that blackstone. We might go another layer or two of blackstone on top of that, and then we're going to start doing windows. And we're going to phase into red nether bricks at the top. I hope the nether bricks come off looking good. I don't know if they will, but we're going to give it a try. See what it looks like. We're going to do it over this section right here so we can kind of get a feel of what the entirety of the build is going to be like. So we'll go up here. And this scaffolding will help just make sure that we know where we got to be. So we need to go about until we have about 3 scaffolding left. Right, like that. And the reason we're doing the scaffolding is to make placing blocks a lot easier. And so it can come down really quickly. Because that's one of those things that, like, I haven't really ever thought about using, but in reality, scaffolding can be really, really helpful. It's like as I'm getting used to using it, it only makes it easier and easier and easier. So we're going to come here. So this is good height. I'm going to come out here. We're going to just dump a bunch off here. And hopefully, they're not falling onto anything. So yep, they're stacking up. Good. So we do that. Okay. So, okay. All right, we got it. We got the rhythm figured out. Got the rhythm figured out. So we're going to do this all the way up, like so. So that's there. We're going to build this out. Just to let that go. This is like such a satisfying thing just to watch too. Did I just place one underneath? I did. I did just place one underneath. Anyways, so come up here. We got this we can walk out to. So we got that there. Take our bone blocks. We're going to place them on top of this. Like so. So this is our wall right here. So what we need to do is take that bone block out. We're going to go like that with all of our bone blocks right across. Make sure they're all going the right direction. Otherwise, it's just going to drive us insane. I'm going to get better at this, I swear. Like so. Maybe I'll get better at it. I don't know. I might not. We might not get better at it. But we're going to go like this all the way across. Then we're going to come back. This is what I'm thinking. So it's all right if this building, in a way, has a menacing sense to it. Like, it is totally all right. And this is why we did all the way down on these ones. Is so that we can come here, lower ourselves, like so. We can come across and just layer these back and forth. Make it easy. So, like so. And I don't know how this is going to look. I hope it turns out looking well. But that's just part of the testing process. It's like it could look pants. So, like that. Wonderful. Like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And especially as we get further away from each other, it's only going to help it. So, I'm hoping it comes out looking good. Where did did I just place that? Oh, behind. Oops. Anyways, so we're going to come out here. We're going to fly down. Whoosh. Missed it by that much. 1 block. Actually, about a meter, so yeah. Like, so it loses that really bright, vibrant red the further away we are, which is totally okay. Because if this was like a poppy red, it would look weird. There would be that sense of it that is very, very weird. But I think since it's this red netherite brick, it's going to make it look a lot better. It's still going to look red, but red is a good thing. There's a lot of the nether that's incorporated into this. Oops. Missed that. So we're going to come over here. And I think we're going to go down a little bit more. Come on. Just got to fly up to the top. Just fly up to the top. Land up here where you got plenty of room to land and just get back on the scaffolding. Right? Let's make this about 13 more times more complicated than we need to. So we're going to come down. For sure these two. Did it again. For sure these two. But then also, we'll just take a look at it, see how it feels. I think we'll build up the other side. Or we'll build up just this entire section, like full-blown blackstone. Start throwing in windows, really getting a sense of how the entirety of this build is going to feel. Which I think is going to look really cool. I'm really excited about it. And it's about using these different blocks. So it will really help if we blend it too. So let's just land up here. Yeah, so this is what... Okay. So what we're going to do, come down here. And now we don't really need the scaffolding. Because we're going to build up. We're going to build up versus building down. Which we're currently doing is building down. So we're going to throw our scaffolding in here for now. Put our bone blocks and our red nether brick away for now. And we're just going to try coming up with a cool blackstone look. Alright, Mad Max, it's all good. It's all good. You got stuff to do on a Saturday, go and do it. Don't feel like you need to be here. Yeah, and I think we're doing really well on Road to Affiliate today, so that's a good thing. I'm happy about it. Getting those viewers up, yeah. Excited. It's exciting. Yeah, it just is. So we're gonna come up here. Right here, like so. And I think, so especially since the scale of this is going to be so big, it's just going to be one of those things where we have to trial and error it. It's going to suck trial and erroring it, but we have all this scaffolding in place. We'll be able to maneuver around this really easily. So I think right here, so we'll start, yeah, we'll do right here. Come up 6 blocks. Yep, 6. Oh, no, only 5. It's only 5 blocks. So we'll come in here, here. Right like that. I'm gonna go to stone cutter table. Totally mix that up. Whoops. So we're coming into the stone cutter table. We're gonna make a stack of these. Now this is gonna be fairly important, as we wanna. It's not gonna work if we put glass in it. Does glass? So I know water fills out, but does glass fill out? I don't think it does. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we need to get this here. All right, right like that. Wonderful. And then, so we got that there. Perfect. We need some. Let's do this glass for right now. So we don't need the sword. We'll throw that up there. I can already tell you, I think it needs to be taller. But I need to proof of theory this right now, and instead of doing this on the ground, I'm going to do it up in the air because, well, tough. So we're going to go like this. We're just playing around with scaffolding, and all of a sudden we put the scaffolding away and we forget how to fly. So if we want this to work, we're going to need to do it like this. Which I don't know if that'll look bad. That stair is just going crazy. Got it. Anyways, we'll find a way to use the blackstone stairs. I'm sure of it. I'm sure we'll have plenty of ways. Yeah, I think that definitely needs to come up. I don't think that's tall enough. I think we need to come right in this area. Which, I mean, it's only a few blocks we gotta change. If we change out the glass. Well, we need to pattern the glass. That's what we need to do. But if we don't have enough space to pattern the glass, is it really gonna look all that decent? Such massive scale, but at the same time not massive enough, which is weird. It's like, whatever. So we're going to throw this up all the way up. That's all the way up. So, I know, right? I don't know. Bigger, I suppose. But I think if we keep the color scheme the same, that will probably help what I'm seeing, like not liking. But I do want to do windows. I think windows are going to make the build better. Gotta get rid of this. Gonna make the build better. Yep. Now that I can see the glass, I think it works that height. I think it works at that height. Like, we might do another window up here, but... Okay, just try it. We'll fix it. If we need to fix it, we can fix it. It's not a big deal. We have time. We have time. Hey there, I can't read. Always coming in very interesting fashions. Let's see. So we built this up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right like this. So we need to have that gap there. Come up here. The leg is back. No. You sure it's just not your internet? I'm kidding. I don't actually think like that. Oh! Gotta love it. Gotta love feather falling. Gotta love feather falling. I'm sending to message from past. What? What? You're sending to message from the past. What? Oh, you're on the phone. Okay. Okay, you're on your phone. Okay. That kind of makes sense. Oh. If he's on the phone, then that means that he has all the controls. Is it going through garlic bread with doll? 'Cause I totally would believe that's a thing. Okay, is that on the same level? Nope, that's one too low. So we come in, we knock out those bricks, we'll be good. Right? Don't know how I landed that, but I just did. So, moving on. Let's see. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. So, now what we're going to do is a very exciting thing, a building straight up until we run into the nether rift. What? Whoa. I felt that coming. And yet I still didn't really stop it. But nevertheless, it still happened. So we're going to build up here. Again, we're just kind of getting a feel for how much we're going to need. Like, if we go through what we have in our inventory, this is going to be a lot. Thank you, I can't read. And yes, that was about a 30 to 40 second delay. So we're going to do this the patented building way of crouching and double placing blocks. You know, there are reasons why I think that my mouse broke the last time, and I think this right here is one of those reasons why I think that. Oh, we just got a winch. We also get some entertainment as we go, as we watch mobs fall to their death. There might be a reason why my mouse breaks, and this might be the reason why. But it's all good. It's all good. Because we can always just get a new mouse. And we can try to find one that is TikToker approved. Because I do like my mouse so far. It is nice. I like it. It has a nice clicking noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oop, now my nose is draining. Wonderful. If I start sniffling, I'm sorry. It's just, you know, that time of year where either the pollen's out or the weather is snapping with different directions. So, I'm going to try not doing it into the mic as much as I can. Because the moment I start doing that, it's going to be a problem. Boom, 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 boom. Out of bricks. We are going through bricks at a pretty quick rate. So I think we're going to need to do something in here. We're going to need to just do something. I don't know what we're going to do, whether it's going to be accents with like goldstone and gold, but we're going to need to do something in this build. Like just past the couple of windows. We got the gold accent on the bottom layer, but we're going to need to do something just to help it. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah, so we put something right over those windows, like halfway up, and extend it out. I think it's going to look really good. But yeah. Because I want to do more windows, but at the same time... Do you want cheese? Do you want cheese? I can't read. That was odd. That was odd. Jeez. Jeez. I am over where I need to be. So we're going to build up this entirely. I got more blackstone that we can use. I actually did part of that as, like, preparing for the screen. Just stinky cheese. Yeah, but isn't the rule of thumb, like, the more stinky a cheese is, the better it is? Like, I thought that was, like, the rule of thumb. If a cheese was stinky, it was really, really good. Like, I think that, isn't that why, like, really important, wealthy people think that blue cheese is really good or whatever? Because it's really stinky? I'm not a blue cheese person, if you can't tell. I never really understood it. It's not really blue, is it? It's actually just rotten cheese. What? That cheese was rotten milk. It's going back a few years. I know that much. All right. Yeah, like blue cheese is like really is like almost a rancid smell, but like really important people think that it's really good. Well, not important people, but really rich people think it's really good. Like that was one of those foods when I was growing up that was always associated with wealth. Was blue cheese. It's like, really? Why? We're gonna be back for you guys. I think I have a bucket of milk in the miscellaneous chest. Yep, I do. So, we're gonna get this bucket of milk. We're gonna go back. And we're gonna air raid those guys. What? It bleeped out for what? Hello. Only two of you remain? Where'd your buddies go? Where'd your buddies go? I don't like that a lot of them just disappeared. Granted, they could have just despawned. Oh, I can't read. You got me excited there. Okay, it's good to know you're hosty. It's good to know you're hosty. I was totally gonna ask that yesterday. You didn't set up auto hosting. I mean, like today kind of set like obviously, but you were like here really early in the stream, weren't you? Yesterday, weren't you? I don't know if you could necessarily say anything. I think it's so like when I think hosting is for so like I could set up auto host for like creators that I think you guys should watch, like I think are really funny and stuff. I got to go through and set that all up, but essentially when a creator comes on, it'll start like hosting it like, oh hey, this person's watching, okay, well I'm gonna share it with my group. So yeah. That's why I was kind of thinking you like just quick popped in for a second. It's like I'm here. Ah. So that's what I was thinking, but okay. So we're at the roof. We didn't need that much black stuff. But I think this is gonna look really, really good with all right. The mixture of the two blocks. Yeast. I really think this is gonna look good with the mixture of the two blocks. But yeah, so I really do gotta set up auto hosting because some of the people like Tango Tech, Good Time with Scar, Impulse SV, and then Fizzbolts, I think is her name. Oh my gosh, how that is this is messing with your eyes. Like that should be the sky, but it's not. Oh my gosh, there's a spider up here. What are you doing up here? This is so far up in the air. Yes, got him. But like if you stand far enough back, the texture disappears for the brick. So it just looks like there's a blanked out spot in the sky. That was really weird how it just kind of floated off the edge there, but we're going to go with it. Whew. So we're going to sleep, get a view of this during the daytime, see how it looks. I obviously think we're going to need to put something in there, and it might be along the gold line. We might need to blend the blocks a little bit. What I mean by that is, like, instead of just having that straight line, we're going to mix it in so it kind of blends into each other. I suddenly don't like the red nether brick. I think if we blended it in... Did I sneeze there? I don't know if I did or not. I think if we blend it in, it will look better. But I think also just kind of the texture looks a bit off. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, no leg joke. Okay. Like, I like the thought of the nether brick, but at the same time, are we missing anything here? No, we're not. Okay. I think we gotta blend it or shorten that up a bit. So it's only a couple of rows, but at the same time. So I think it's just too much right now. If we shorten it up, it might make it look a little bit better. Let's try that. Let's try shortening it up a bit. Let's try shortening it up just a hair bit. Just a hair. We'll take 2 rows off of it and see what that does to it. So I think it's just this overpowering of it right now. It's just overpowering the blackstone. Like, I love the blackstone for the walls. We got to go in and put a little bit of accent in there. It's just the nether brick is just not quite there with it. What's aw, man? Did you see a creeper about get me or what? Oh man. You can't mess around with creeper heads. People start getting paranoid. I think we also go. Can't go like that. We go in here. A joking song. What? Are you talking about the creeper song? Let's see what this does. You're just going crazy. Just sometimes where I have to acknowledge the fact that you are a bit on the weird side. It's all good, though. It's all good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not. It's a good thing. Weird people make the world go round. see. Let's see what this does. I think this is gonna make it look a lot better. Oh, I can't read. Every emoji possible. Okay, I think that makes it look a lot better. Like kind of almost like I don't want to say this, but it kind of looks like there's blood coming out of the top of the building. Like this is the creeper farm. Ooh, that might be a good idea. Or this is the mob farm. I do like that though. I do like it. Like it's just a very simple pattern, but at the same time I just like it. And I don't know why. But it livens up the wall a lot more. And I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I'm liking it. Because we're walking up, which oh I think it's an ogre from WoW, World of Warcraft. I think that's what that is. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. I don't know 100%. I'm not a genius like everybody says. Um. So, so now what? Yeah, cool. It's very cool. Got a lot of people really like WoW. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all this stuff out. I want to take a shulker box with me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fill it out with stuff that we. Oh, I can't read. We're gonna fill it up with stuff to work on other farms. So, first off, we'll need that. What color will we get if we mess with this? Nothing. What about if we go... We need to go to the miscellaneous chest, throw that back in there. I like that. Purple. Cool. Nothing. What's a really... dye? Pink dye, that's cyan dye, magenta is... Whoa. And is there any blue in here? No, there is not. How many more emojis do you have? That's what I'm genuinely curious about. Magenta. Yes, there we go. I got the color I want. I got the color that I want. This is the color that we want. No, please, no coughing. Please, no coughing. Oh, wait, not that type of coughing. Oh, okay. So we need to throw those out onto the ground, even though we need them with us. So we're going to do our first farm. This is apple emojis. I could tell by the gun. I'm not going to lie, I could tell by that. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build up this farm. We need some redstone bits. Woods. So we got a lot of spruce, so we're gonna take a lot of spruce with us. Oh, but they still have bombs? Really? I really don't care. Like, it's whatever people want to do. Valuables. Grab a couple buckets. And what we're doing is we are essentially just grabbing what we'll need for one of the farms I want to do. So we're going to have like a centralized like mass storage system for all the farms that we build in this area that we're going to go off to, which is yes, right next to the portal for the gold farm. But so we're going to have all of that. And then I need to figure out what we want to all take. So this wood is actually going to be like really useful in a lot of different things. From chests to all that sort of stuff. So that's good. Like we'll obviously need more hoppers, but for right now with what we'll have, we'll set up our storage area. Like where our storage area is going to be, we'll set up like the outline of it all. And we won't really worry too much about it. So let's take all of this. It's 100 by 20, 128. All right, I can't read. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy your Saturday. Yeah, so that's one side, two side, three side, four side. So yeah, we're gonna build up this area. We're gonna section out from the portal. We're gonna section out 128 by 128 area. Try to not make it right on a chunk border. We should also make a map. So that's what we'll do. We'll go over there. We'll make a map. We'll go to the edge of the map, section out that area. Oh, it's gonna look great. It's gonna look great. Whee! We float. And we also have more magma blocks so we can build up the... Oh, we're going to need that. We're going to need that. Where did I put that? In the valuables? No. In the animal mobs. Yes, turtle eggs. We're going to need turtle eggs. And a whole bunch of trapdoors. Grab those. Put that in there. Like that. Grab another set of this. Those in there. There with that. We're gonna need a lot of trapdoors. Boom. And I don't know how many we'll really need, but I just want to have plenty so we don't run out. So we really can't go up much higher, but I think we can line it up where it lines up really close to the ceiling. So we get as much space as we can out of it. So we got enough to make the border. We need a map. We need a map. Map time, map time. Come over here, check this off, go here. And compass. Really? We haven't... What? We haven't held the things required for a compass. How do we... search here. Compass, there we go. Oh, we have. Duh. So we'll go 1, 2, 4, redstone bit. Alright, like that. How about we just grab a completed compass? Just grab a completed compass, you know? Make it a lot easier on us. Empty map, yay! So we're not going to do that yet. We're going to wait until we get to that area. And if that doesn't work out, we'll bring another compass in case we need to create it in the area. But, okay, why did you do that on me? Ah, the voices. So we fly. We fly to our area. Also, we're going to need to repair the elytra. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think. I hope. Let's hope we are fine. Let's hope we are fine. Oh, I got a lot of spruce. I don't need to worry about the fence gates or the fence posts. So We are coming through is as we fly, we fly. We will need to pay attention if our elytra gets too far down there. We are going to need to make sure that we find a space to... Alright, so this is right on the edge. So this... Alright, so right here is the edge of our map. And the reason we know that is because when we go here, it's like we're right on the edge of it. And if you notice in that chunk area, it's jumping the X every time. Well, the X is the east to the west, so once we come to this 0, we know we're in this chunk, so to speak. So we're going to lay this out all the way around. So we'll put that in our offhand. We also don't have any food, so I think once we get this border down, and you can see it's starting to turn gray on that map all the way down. So we'll go all the way down, keep an eye on it, and once we get to the edge, we'll go around corner to corner to corner. And this is going to be 128, I believe, is the size of this. So it should be 128 by 128. And this will essentially be where everything from, with this being right in a river area, we can build a squid farm, stuff like that. It's going to be a good spot. So I think squid also can be moved by running water, so that might be a plus. We really should have started in the corner of this, but you know, you live and you learn. So I think I will need to have about 16 left by the time we get to this corner. It's going to be either 15 or 16. But we're also going to run into the mountain here, which is going to be a problem. Why am I going through the mountain? Why don't I just go over top of it? Yeah, because it's just weird to go over top of well. Let's see. Grab out our handy little ender chest. We'll grab our little friends here. And we'll put you in our back pocket for now. And we'll go like this. And essentially, we're just going to turn this mountainside into a no longer mountainside. So, yeah. And I will say there are very extreme cases of industrial districts where some people may take flying machines and just bombard the entire area. But I don't feel like doing that. I think that's just going to be a waste of time right now, so. Nice. Go right like that. Right like that. That is really cool how it just blew up like that. See how the little hole is starting to form? So we're going to go in a little bit more. And we're just going to layer this area with TNT and just try to blow it straight up. We'll come in here. Yes. There should be plenty of TNT. It's really a good thing that I stocked up on TNT. I did not know how much TNT we were going to use in this stream, but it's all good. It's all exciting. It's also a very good thing that I moved, I would say. Yes, it is a very good thing that I moved. Yeah, so that happened. And the reason why I want to make this all stone bricks is just so that it's a defined marker. Like, we could do it where we just kind of leave the area, but at the same time, so this is the start of it, so we're right on the corner here. So we're going to blow up the rest of this mountain as we start on this industrial district area. We just show up and we start excavating, and it looks good. So we're going to lay all this down. Oh, hi. Did you come to help with the excavation? Sorry, but we have no job openings. And you just seem we're concerned about worker safety while you're here, so we're going to have to ask you to kindly leave. Almost got hit in the face with TNT again. And there goes all that work that we had for this. It's all good. It's all good. So we're going to go like this. We're right on the edge still. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. We're just going to work our way back. And this is going to be the stream for a little bit. You apparently want to use Mr. Monopoly, and I don't know why. So we're going to come here. As it gets dark, we're probably going to go, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Go home and make sure we got everything. No, we're not concerned for the creeper's safety. We're concerned for the safety of our crew. It's a very distinct difference. It's a very big difference. You know, if it was for the creeper's safety, yes, we would have let him live. We would have just like left and come back, and he would have gone and moved on to a different job site. But we were concerned for our crew's safety. You see, we've had that guy work for us before, and what we learned is he can be a bit of a hothead. And it's just like, you know, we're not going to put up with it. It's like the dude's shtick is that he takes other people out, so we're just not going to put up with it. You know, here at our job site, we run a very strict shift. We look out for the safety of our people, and if somebody threatens the safety of our crew, we are going to take offense to that. Let's see, get the the one who can tread out. Like that. That way this tree just kind of disappears. But I do, however, need to go get a bed, and also get my elytra fixed up before we really start working on much else. So, God, portal's just really tiny on the map, but you can still see it, and it's like, eh. We also need food. So we only have 3 steak on us right now. And that was a waste because I was trying to eat and I didn't eat. I just shot off about 5 rockets. So, wonderful. It's so wonderful. God, the size of this thing is going to be awesome. The size of these walls. Oh, I'm so happy that the red works out. We just got to figure out that middle section there, and it will look amazing. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited we were able to figure out a way to make it all work together. Let's see. Okay, so I need food. So we come over here, grab the steak. We do this with the steak. We throw the rest of the steak there. We need to build up our elytra again, so we need to come over here to our levels. We need to grab that. We need to take the stick, throw the stick in there. We need to take the saplings, throw the saplings in there. We need to take the cobblestone and the stone, throw that in there. What? What's wrong with your router? Or is it mine? Am I dropping frames? Or what's wrong with your router? Oh, it didn't try to do anything wrong. Just well, no. So I have noticed a weird thing ever since we built up that area. Um, there's been just random pieces of rotten flesh or bone appearing in that area. I'm just kind of like, what? Why? Or like in the iron farm. It's like, what? All right, that's good enough. Do I have any in here? I got a lot of stuff in here. Got some gold, some prismarine. What? This is from when we were exploring. I thought I had bottles of enchanting somewhere, but I might have used them all and then died. Oh, I almost had a really bad thing happen off stream. So I was preparing to go and get all these magma blocks and all that and whatnot. So as I was going, getting all this stuff, I might have walked into the lava lake of the... Okay, so first off, everything's the same. Everything's the same, so I didn't die. I didn't die, okay? I want to be very clear about that. Did not die. But it was close. If I would have called off the stream. But I fell into the lava lake, and all I could think is spacebar and jump back up on the netherrack, because I was really lucky. Like, I'd fallen in right next to where it, like, matched the level of the lava. Jumped up and was going... like, I was hyperventilating to myself. Like, I almost died. I almost died off stream. In the nether again. In the lava again. Which, granted, a lot of my stuff is netherite, so I would have been able to, like, come back and gotten it all. But it's just something you don't want to do constantly. Oh, it was terrifying. I almost died, and I was almost very, very sad about it. I would have called up the stream and been like, I can't stream today. Why? I lost everything. Again? Yeah, but, you know, I lost everything. Oh. It was such a scary moment, I tell you what. Let's see, so we're just going back like this. Yeah, the reason we're doing this isn't so much so that we like just have a border. It's so that we know where the area is. Once we have this in place, we know that everything is within a certain set of chunk borders. We'll be able to lay out farms that require nothing really happening on or require being within a chunk. We'll know where our chunks start and where they'll end. If we really wanted to, and if we were really in the mood, we could essentially go through and make sure that all of our chunks were like gridded out. But I don't think we'll do that. I think that would just be a bit of overkill. So. But this will help us make sure we know where this area is. So we are... So right here is the border. Nope. That is not where I wanted that to go. So we'll come here. But this will be our district. And this will be the place where it's like, okay, the stuff here is not going to be pretty by any sense. This is much more utility over looks. So we'll form a layered cactus farm. I want to have it where it's producing a lot of cactus, just so that we can make green dye as we need it. And because I know there's at least one villager that takes green dye, and then there's another one that takes lime dye. So having that dye is going to be really helpful. So, yeah. We'll be able to pair it well with our mob farm, so it's gonna be good. I'm excited. Then we just gotta figure out where we're gonna put the cactus farm? We might put it up in the far corner near the portal. But it is also nice how this comes out this way. Like, it would have sucked if it was over the swamp biome. The map was over the swamp biome, that would not have been fun. But also, some maps are really like one of those things that if you're really good at Minecraft, become really interesting really quick. So on this, so you can essentially make, oh brother, you can make paintings in Minecraft using maps. Essentially, is what it is. So we are fully here. So this block that I'm looking at is the 0. This one right here. So we're going to take that off. And we're going to go back across this way. But, so, in Minecraft, these maps, so you can see how that border is being formed all the way around. Now think about that with wool and concrete and all that, where instead of just this gray border starting to form, you can do full-on paintings. And again, I'm going to reference the Hermitcraft server because they are such incredible. They are incredible at what they do. Like, everybody has their thing that they're incredible at, and to combine it all makes it that much more incredible. So, a couple of them run a newspaper where they like go out and they spell out events that are happening throughout the server. And then there are other ones who actually, Vintage Beef, I want to say is his name. He's on YouTube. I don't know if he streams or not. He might. I think I've seen him streaming on Twitch. But he's one who will go and he has a music shop. So what he does is he sells music album covers. Like, he'll come to this map, he'll make the album cover, lock the map, and then duplicate it and sell the duplicates. And it's like, whoa. So he's made like Led Zeppelin covers, Pink Floyd covers, like iconic poster covers. And it is just some of the coolest stuff that you would see. And it's like, oh, that's cool. For them to be playing mostly vanilla Minecraft and to have these covers incorporated into the builds just makes like it takes it to another level, and it's nice. It's so cool. Like, he does a music store, so he also makes guitars and all this sort of stuff, and it's really cool with how he's doing everything. Because another one, Good Times with Scar, built a cafe. Well, he used his diamonds and paid Vintage Beef to go into his store. Yeah, we left the ender chest somewhere. We didn't. It's right there. We now put it into the shulker box. But paid him, and he ended up putting guitars in like the rafters, and it's like, whoa. Like, there are some like fabric mods, stuff like that, where it is like, okay, this is clearly not just straight vanilla, but it's all like the improvements aren't things that completely change the gameplay. Like, it's not like auto mining mods or something like that, but it's these mods where, not mods, they're like data packs or whatever. I can't remember what they're called, but they like allow more usage out of armor stands. So we got that set up. I feel like working on the this farm. So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go work on the gold farm. But yeah, they just enhance gameplay. It's really cool. Hey, Jeeb. Hey, now you're a magenta Jeeb. Woo! So we're gonna fly up high. Fly up high. Probably actually should do this on the floor. Jeeb. So we're gonna take this out. We're gonna put the dirt and the gravel and the diorite and the stone away. Don't need the map. So we're gonna throw that into there. Gonna leave this down here. How's it going, Jeep? Jeep, 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 Jeep. Hey. How's the nether roof? Is it good? I would bring you grass blocks, but that would be spawning platforms, and we can't do that right now. But eventually, I'll bring you up a grass block. You'll munch on it. I'm sure you'll be happy about it. We're going to grab some more rockets before we get up there. Grab probably 2 stacks. So, we'll go like this. Let's see. Wonderful. Fly up high. High up into the sky. We'll land like that. And thinking about it, we were getting pretty decent spawn rates, I think. He says hopefully. When we were here the first time. So I might not need to do so much mob proofing on the underside, given the height that we're up at. So that's probably a plus. That's a plus. That's a plus. That's the beauty of making a fall damage build, is for mob proofing areas. It doesn't take as much as some of these other ones where like they fall down, get all corralled into a magma block killer or entity cramming killer. So, hey, Hostile Frost, welcome back. Really good to see you back again today. Yeah, we're working on our gold farm right now. I went and collected up a whole bunch of magma blocks, so we're working on that. And we're seeing how it goes. I know we're going to have to do some mob proofing on the bottom side, but probably not a lot. And also say I'm probably a little bit down on the energy level from yesterday, but it's not a bad thing. Adjusting energy levels is a good thing, right? People always show up and expect you to be all the time. You're just going to get burned out. So. And what we're working on is a bit different than what we were yesterday. This is a lot of repetitive. Repetitive. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm excited to see how this farm turns out. I'm happy I'm doing this layer by layer, because if we went just straight up with it, or did just one thing at a time, it's gonna make the other things harder to do. So we'll be able to build up our turtle egg growing here. It's a fun time. But no, how's your day going, Hostile Frost? No, we've been at it for a few hours, so. It is, after all, Saturday. The funnest time of the week. So we're going to build up 1, 2. How many pig of a calf do we want? Yeah. Just finished up streaming. How'd your stream go? Is it pretty good? Oh, that's awesome. I think I've gotten one so far today too. So it's going. That's good to hear. It's always nice to see people growing. What game do you stream? Do you Minecraft all the time, or? So this is 214. This is 217, which means we have a 2-block gap in there. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I know Raiders, I think, tend to keep within the game category. Yeah, we're so close to each other. Yeah, so I need to talk later about something, but yeah. Yeah, we're just going. It's been pretty chill. I like having these Saturday streams because it's like, okay, here's this big time block and we can do these bigger projects. So we started off the stream by laying out our pillars around the mob farm. And we kind of built up the walls. We'll have to get back and show you, but we got to recolor Jeeb every time we leave. Oh, yeah. This is, I don't know if you were here at the time. We have a sheep whose name isn't Jeb, it's Jeeb. And the rule with Jeeb is that every time you come into the nether, you have to change Jeeb's color. So we went with magenta this time. He was blue before. It's one of those little rules that's just it just adds. So. Was I can't read who named him or named the sheep. It's like name it Jeep and like accidentally misspelled it, and I went, I know you misspelled Jeb, but you know we're just gonna roll with G because well that's the way we go. So. So yeah, it's pretty. I'm excited. So what do you play on Minecraft? Are you a modded Minecrafter or are you a vanilla Minecrafter? Or are you a we build whatever we want in creative sort of person? Because I know modded and vanilla Minecrafters don't always mix together. Like, so I'm very much so, I want it to be survival. I want to be as realistic as, yeah. Okay. I want it to be as, like, not realistic. Like, there's nothing realistic about Minecraft. Let's be realistic. The only thing realistic about Minecraft is that it uses a meter system. There's a meter or metric system. But my brother is very much so modded Minecraft only sort of player. And I'm sitting here going, nah, modded just messes it all up. You need to do this vanilla sort. It makes it better. It's more fun. Yeah, like there are certain things like so the Hermitcraft server they don't run straight vanilla, but it is very close to vanilla. It doesn't like make the game any easier, but at the same time it does enhance it a little bit. Like I would want to eventually maybe look into that, but I got to figure out redstone and building before I start to like worry about okay, so what about armor stands and all this sort of stuff and like what they do it's like I can't really concern myself with like okay, how do I start working with armor stands otherwise it's going to be very much so going to get information overload and just burn out on everything. It's like I don't want that. I want to like be awake. I want everybody to have a good time, and it's like I want to be active while building stuff. So that's why, yeah, I think it would be cool to play with like some of the tweaks that they have, but at the same time, it's like if I don't know them, I'm not going to try. So that, and I got to figure out how to use a computer better. Because I can install games, plus that, like mods, I need to be walked through on how to install them, what I need to do for them. But I can play games. I can install games. It's just the mods are. Yeah, so I'm on a server right now. So I own this server. It's my own server, and it's locked to one person right now. So the interesting thing about this server is the one that I mainly stream on. So this one, I want to do more as a creator server. So it's more like content creators that are on this server building stuff, making it look cool, so we can kind of form a community in that way. But I also have another server that in a couple of weeks I'm gonna take the time over the next couple of weeks too. And it might be the Wednesday stream where I start like setting it up. Like setting up spawn and making it look better. So that because Minecraft is better together. I think that when Minecraft came out with that and I think there was a Hermitcraft panel, a couple of them, like 2018, 2019, where that was the thing where Minecraft is better together, is one of those things that I'm like, I want to really get into. But I also have another server which I'm going to open up to followers here in the next couple of weeks. It's like, so certain followers, like the OG followers, so Amaratida, I don't think I can't read because he might not have Java. But some of the other ones, and I might actually just swap it over. Is that really how far we got with that? Oh, that's not a lot. That's not a lot. And I might make it a realm, like do the Bedrock edition, depending on what people have. It's all the further we got on that. Oh my gosh, that stinks. But I do think we have quite a bit. So yep, see the zombie piglin starting to spawn. The aggro on that. Whee, there they go. Okay, so we're gonna take a bit of damage. Need to eat a bit. Take Jimmy Woo out. I gotta ask, do you like the name of the pickaxe? This is one of those things that was. I asked, like, what do we name the Silk Touch pickaxe? And this was right for my Silk Touch pickaxe. I don't know. Have you seen WandaVision? Yeah, Silk Touch. Its name is Jimmy Woo. Silk. Yes. So we named it Jimmy Woo because of WandaVision. And we just thought it would be one of those things that it's like just it's a I know me and Amaratida were talking about it. Like I was like, what do we name the pickaxe? And Amaratida went Lady Gaga, and it's like, you give me a reason, I'll name it Lady Gaga. What I actually don't have a reason for naming it Lady Gaga. It's like, all right, whatever. And then Jimmy Woo, and it's like, it's like you don't need to explain the reason on that one. I totally get the reason on that one. Why did we name it Jimmy Woo? Because Jimmy Woo was silk. Jimmy Woo was silk in WandaVision. So that's why we name it Jimmy Woo. Because Jimmy Woo is Jimmy Woo. Yep. So we need to make sure we're couched. We're going up like this. So this part that we're doing right now, where we're encasing all of them, is very important. So if we didn't encase them, the turtle eggs, the regular piglins might not be able, or zombie piglins wouldn't be able to jump on it, but baby zombie piglins, when they spawn, they'll be able to jump on it, and that's an issue. That is an issue. So we fly down here. All right, so this is also an issue. This is also an issue. Very much so an issue. We got to make sure that we spawn proof all this stuff here too. So if we don't, we're going to get guys like him spawning everywhere. Just beat the end yesterday? Cool. How long has the server been running? If you don't mind me asking. Like, are all you like big time Minecraft players or just starting to get into it? Let's see. So we're gonna come out here. Well, this is like kind of our AFK spot is gonna be. Like, that's why you waited so long. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've never beat the end with other people. Like, it's something I want to do because I feel like it's gonna make it a bit easier. Like, it's not difficult, but at the same time, it would be a lot more fun if you have like people running around screaming the entire time. Yeah, just small creators. Alright, and then they take off. See, now this is the reason why we need to be far away so that we can get our spawning radius to match up. So we're going to break all this glass. And also, that has actually a build limit at 256. So, yeah. We should be plenty above the nether. I think the spawning radius is like I think it's 128. I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. We were going really fast there. But $4 hours to beat the game? Jeez. I'm not necessarily a speed player in any sense. Then I haven't really played the snapshots. I think I should branch off into that a bit more. But it's just not really in my cards at the time. Like, I want to really focus on this stuff. I'm enjoying this a lot. 4 hours. I have never. The way I play Minecraft isn't like the. It isn't really in any way like a speedrunner. So we're going to throw all this in here. We're going to keep all this stuff here. Build up the cactus. Oh, let's go check out the mob farm. I know, the record is ridiculous. Is that a random seed record, though, or is that a known seed record? Because that can make a difference. If it's like a prepared seed, it definitely is an advantage. Random? Jeez. Watching, like, I know this is a bit of a controversial name now. Jeez. 10 minutes? Jeez. That's insane. I don't get how people play fast. Like, for me, playing fast isn't a thing. So, you got the scaffolding on the backside here, right? First off, look at this. These are all going to be pillars. This is going to be an insane build when it's all done, but I'm going to love it. So much RNG. Yeah. Yeah, and then we got this for this, and I need to do something in the middle here with just all the blackstone. I think we need to accent something right in the middle of all these things and match it up. But I'm liking the red nether brick on top there, and I don't know why, but it kind of is like, oh, this is the mob farm, so you got the blood spilling out over the edge. Almost like the walls are the container and the blood spilling out over the side. I don't know why I think of it like that. It's just that's the way it's looking in my head, but I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about it, but it's going to be like that all the way around. And this is the reason we're working on the gold farm right now is we have gold accents. So it's going to be a bit harder. if we were to mine all that gold out. Like, obviously the Nether update makes it a lot easier to mine gold, but a gold farm really is just the way to go with it. So that's why that's there. Anyways, let's build a cactus farm. Let's sleep first before we go. Let's start this off on a fresh day. This is going to be just an insane build, though, and I'm so excited to see it done. Can't wait until we get everything we need for it. Was there a block missing there? I saw a block missing. Just like as we were flying by, I saw a block missing. Oh, brilliant. Oh, brilliant. So, we're going to fly back. We're going to do the cactus farm. Like so. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know why I'm always excited. I just am when it comes to streaming. It's so exciting. What we're building is so cool, and I'm so happy that we're being able to build it. Like, there is a pit in my stomach, and this just might be the Reese's overload. This might just be the Reese's overload in my stomach right now, but like I'm starting to get that sense of we're getting closer and closer to affiliate with each passing stream, and it's starting to like become this feeling of this is what we're about to do is going to be epic. So we need one crafting table. We're going to need this. We're going to go here, and I think this actually will be really nice thing. Yeah, only 6 followers. What? Only. Oh yeah, from being an affiliate. Yeah. Well, we also got to get our viewership up a bit, which hasn't been too bad. Like this stream, I think at one point we had 5 viewers the entire or yeah. At one point we had 5 viewers, so what we're going to do is we're going to build down here. We're going to build out our platform. So we need to do we'll do 4, 5. We'll do 6. We'll do 17 across. So we got. So this will be our edge of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the crafting table is 17. So we're going to have to move the crafting table. And I know it's like we only have 19 cactus. Are you sure you want to go that big? Yes, we want to go this big. Because we're not setting it up for the amount of cactus that we have. We're setting it up for the amount of cactus we want to have. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, so right like that. That's all right. This is something that like I'm doing like part-time, so I should probably explain this a little bit. I think you weren't here yesterday at the end of the stream, but it's all good. So this to me is not necessarily what I want my primary income to be. This isn't like yeah, I want to be successful on Twitch, but it's like I don't want this to become my primary source of income. Like I'm working on a book, and I'd be much happier if that becomes my primary source of income. So what I want to do with my Twitch side is I want to build up a community, and this is part of why I already have a Discord, but I want to build up a community. Yeah, it is a stretch to make a living on Twitch. but I want to build up this community where um it's a good community, right? Like I don't want this community that goes out and trolls people constantly. I want a community where everybody trusts each other and is feels safe and like they have a place to belong. So like this is much more my I'm building a community for my book through Twitch that's already kind of like in place. So like once the book takes off, I'll be able to say, "Okay, come join us over on Twitch. We'll get to know each other. We'll get to hang out. And it will essentially be um the Twitch side of it is the giving side of it. So where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will all make sense when I'm done with it. But so how there are some communities that like every year we'll do one charity stream or whatever. Once I hit affiliate, we're gonna start it off with like a 2 week charity stream. Like I really don't care about making money on Twitch. It's like obviously you being the first donation, it's like I do genuinely appreciate that. I'm gonna openly acknowledge that. But it's like my goal on Twitch isn't to make money. My goal on Twitch is to make an impact. It's like I'm not taking anything away from the donation. I really do genuinely appreciate it. It does help like with the confidence and everything. Like I tweeted earlier today, it's like I don't get why everybody says I'm an underrated streamer. It's like it's something that in my life I've come to think of myself as like not necessarily like I'm bad at everything, but there is a sense that I get from people. I don't know why I brought fence gates if I'm gonna just make this like this. Like it seems like whenever I try to do something good, people just find a reason to put me down, and it's like it's weird. Like you said yesterday, oh, how are you? You seem like such a good streamer, but you only have this many followers. It's literally been you're not the only one. But no, I'm getting off point. It's gonna be where this community is much more of the giving side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where obviously we're gonna start off with a charity stream once we hit affiliate. Like it it isn't about making the living, it's about making the impact. So with the book, my book that I'm writing is very much so it flirts with the line on mental health in a lot of ways. Like the characters, the two main characters and the major lead character deal with anxiety and depression. So it's like it is very much so in that light of I'm setting up heroes that struggle with stuff so that people that do struggle with stuff don't stop seeing themselves as weak, but they see themselves as winning a battle every day of their life. Where so my thought is, oh, so like I'm one of those people that loves what they did with Thor, right? I love what they did with Thor with making him fat. It's like they took this they took this mythological god and made him fat and gave him human issues and made him the most human character. Like I love what they did with that, but that's what the book is it doesn't make sense. It's this I wouldn't say charismatic, very awkward, but like a good awkward hero. Does have a bit of charisma, can be like charismatic at times, where you go, really? Why would they struggle with this? But that's the point of it. It's like, why are they struggling with it? It doesn't make sense, right? So, this is much more the community side of that, where everybody can come and just have a place. It, yeah, and it's a superhero book, so it's like it's really playing on that, where um, we're actually in the process of it. I got the third. It's a comic book, so well, graphic novel. But I just got the third page yesterday, and it's looking phenomenal, and I'm excited for it. Like, obviously, it's my thing. I want to be excited for it. Why did you do that? But whatever. We're working on Cactus Farm right now, if you're wondering. I also need to get Depth Strider on my shoes. But so as they deal with these things where it doesn't make sense for them being the heroes that they are, that they have these issues. I think I've already said that. Where you have this person who is literally super strong, can lift 7,000-8,000 pounds, but they can't hurt anybody. Like, they're afraid to hurt somebody, so they never use their full strength. So I know I got into like a discussion with the guy on a post, like reading an ad post, and they're like, wow, that's a really, oh, is this like a powerhouse character? And it's like, yeah, it is. And it's like, well, you always have to nerf powerhouse characters. So like, I think they kind of nerfed Hulk by making him smart. Like, all of a sudden Hulk has a conscience. But so like, it's, how are you nerfing this character is the question you got to ask yourself. Where he is well, no, this first character is the strongest character in the series. So it's like, how do you nerf that? How do you make it where it's like everything isn't just super easy? The character can do whatever they want. You got to think about that. It's like, oh, what if we did this? What if we did that? Oh, this works out perfectly. It's like thinking about it. It's like, oh, this is going to be. It is something I am very excited about, obviously. But I'm nerfing the character, this superpowered character, in a very different way. As in, I'm guessing you just joined the server, or the. Actually, there isn't a word of the day. I totally forgot about that. I'm so sorry, but I totally forgot about that today, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. No. But yeah. Oh, that's a boomy friend. I'll give it to you. I didn't put a server word or a word in there, but yeah, I'll give it to you. But it's like nerfing characters can be the most interesting thing to have to do, because this is a character that should be the strongest. He is the strongest, but at the same time, he doesn't see himself as that. Like, he's has very weak tendencies. So go like this, dish. So it's like, whereas I don't know. I'm lost on the thought. I'm lost. I know the thought I'm trying to have, but I'm lost on it. And I don't get why. It's like, this stuff is like. And you also found the YouTube channel. See, it's this sort of stuff that makes me go, oh, maybe they're actually telling the truth. Like I said, I have real bad issues with like trusting people when they say I do a good job, and I hate it. But yeah. But I'm making the strongest character over caring. That's how I gotta describe it. The character cares too much about what other people say about them. It's like, if this character didn't or wasn't holding back all the time, they would be able to do whatever they wanted. But at the same time, it's probably a good thing that they're over caring. Because, well, they could do whatever they wanted. So, that's just kind of a brief overview of what I'm trying to do with this book. Is I want to make a hero that is a human first before they're a hero. Like they have these thoughts about, well, what about them? And this is one of the books that's on the, or one of the pages I think that's on the Kickstarter, where so the villain's breaking out of the hospital that they were in. This is kind of how the powers work. Is so in a certain death situation where like somebody is going to die, it's an evolutionary gene, evolutionary. It's evolutionary based in the sense that if you have this certain gene, it's going to show up when you have a certain death situation. So, like, you were supposed to die, it's going to show up. So, the bad guy's in the hospital and was going to have a brain aneurysm and die, right? So, all of a sudden wakes up. I'm not too concerned about sharing this because it's the pages that I put out so far, like, on the internet. But should die. That's the gist of it. So they should be dead right now. But they're not because of this gene. So we gotta come through here. Knock out all these. And then from that, gets their powers. They break out while they kill somebody in the process, like a nurse that's gonna like try to stop them because this is a regional hospital. Really isn't much. Like he had a brain issue, or like he was unconscious and not responding at the. That was stupid of me. And not responding at the hospital. So they're like, we really don't need to have a guard stationed here overnight. It's not like they're gonna wake up and cause trouble. We'll have a security guard down in wherever. They'll be in like a break room or whatever. I don't know if not even that, but that was not smart. That was not smart. It is currently nighttime. Everything's trying to kill me. But so pretty much as they're fighting, no, as he's breaking out, the nurse says, "Please don't hurt anybody else. Please don't hurt anybody else. Think of their families." And the villain goes, "Then they should think of theirs too." I don't know why I love the line, but I love the line. Like the confidence of the bravado of the villain to go, then they should really think of theirs before they cross my path. Like, don't expect me to think about their families when they don't, when they try to stop me. This is like an impossible shot. Literally impossible shot. But it's very much so, I'm trying to include that human element throughout, and it's like, if I have it where everybody's looking and going, yeah, I saw that too. But yeah, so it's like the world that's like playing out in my head is very exciting. Okay, I kind of figured that, like, but like everything that's playing out in my head is like super exciting, and I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. I think my artist is really doing an amazing job. I need to post that page somewhere that I got today because it includes another character that's going to be really important later down the line. Like, not like in the volume wise, but like a branch off volume wise. But it's the story that's playing out in my head is just like it's too cool for me not to talk about or to share. Like there is very much so that aspect of, well, well, maybe you're just doing it for money. Why would you be so concerned about mental health? You're just doing it for the publicity side of it. It's like, I'm not. I'm well aware that that's going to be a thing that people always try to say to, like, just throw me off. There are going to be people that are mad at the success of the book, but I genuinely do believe that this book will be successful from the standpoint of it's going to make superheroes human in a lot of ways. Like, not like the customary ways, but it's going to make him human in the sense that how they handle hero situations is going to be much more of a human standpoint. How they react, like, compared to everybody else, is going to be along that line. I'm excited for it. That is another creeper underneath. You know, I just need to stop going down that hole. Like, I just need to stop going down that hole. Like, clearly, that is not going to be a good day. But yeah, I'm excited for it. It's gonna. My artist Bad Boy Rad Lad is his Twitter handle. Is doing an incredible job with it. I don't know if you've seen in the Discord, but there is a lot of artwork that he's done so far that is absolutely astounding and awesome. So I'm excited for it. It's gonna be really cool, and it's gonna be really cool. Um, so yeah, so it's what they're doing with what's in my head and what I want is absolutely fantastic. Like, it's coming out better than I ever thought it could. It's coming out in it's all happening in the way that I would hope it would happen. And it's exciting. Like, where I was, where the book was at, like, just at the beginning of this year alone to where we're at now, where we're 3 pages into the first issue with drawing it all, is absolutely astounding. Like, that thought of we're just already that far into it is insane to me. Like, so we need to have this up 1. Otherwise, it's not going to work at all. Who is winning the drawing currently? It would be Illuminati. But I want to say Amaretita and I Can't Read are like a really close second, especially since Illuminati hasn't been in the stream yet. But I will say you are probably middle of the pack with what you've already done. So there is that. Like, the way to enter the giveaway is like just retweeting. It's sharing the stream essentially. And Amaretita's back. But yeah. Amaretita's second along with I Can't Read. And like I said, it's it's all good. Honestly, there are times where it's like I bring up the book and for whatever reason it seems like everybody just leaves and it's like, oh. It's like it kind of sucks, but at the same time it's like they just don't see it yet. Like, it's actually really cool. I got an interview with, it isn't a very big creator, but I'm doing an interview soon with them, and I think, oh, what are they, what are they called? Like the Geek Hour or whatever, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta look it up. I'll tag it when it posts in the Discord or when it goes live. But it's gonna be an interview based around the book, and it's like, oh, that's gonna be just so much fun. I'm so excited. Like, for me, a lot of the reason why I get why people aren't as excited as I am about the book is because I haven't had like a real conversation with people about it. Like the moment where it's like I start having real conversations where like somebody's going back, so what about this aspect? What about this aspect? That's when it's really, I think, going to start taking off, where people are going to go, okay, this is actually going to be something cool. Like me alone, yeah, I could talk about it all I want on the stream, but it's like I'm going to forget stuff. People are going to be like, well, what about this? What about this? That's just going to be a thing that happens. So, but being able to have like an actual conversation about it is going to really help it out. So, and just the fact that somebody went, hey, I really like this book, or I really like this Kickstarter because that's how they found me, is through a Kickstarter, or the Kickstarter that we're currently running. I don't think it's going to reach its goal, but that's all right. It's all good. Because I do have the ability to pay the artist, or I am at the point where I can pay the artist and actually to the point where we can make the book happen. So I'm not too worried about the Kickstarter right now. It's like, and not to mention I like the thought of like controlling everything in the house more. Can I stop falling down here? I don't know. I'm just a control freak from that standpoint. So it is what it is. It's all good. But yeah, there is a bit of like, why does it seem like everybody leaves the moment I mention the book? But it's all good. People are here to watch Minecraft streaming, so I'm excited for it. It's gonna be a fun time. No, actually, I take Sundays off. For me, it's part of that thing. So the character I was talking about earlier, really, like, I'm basing a lot of the stuff off of me. So it's like right now with everything going on, it's like I don't really want to have a day where it's like, or have something going on every day. So I take Sundays off. That's kind of my day to relax, recharge for the week, and because right now life is very busy. Like once I'm able to quit, or like leave my current job, I will definitely probably be streaming a lot more. Like if the book takes off and all of a sudden I'm able to support myself with stuff we're doing there, I'm leaving the current job I'm in because I need to. Like just alone from the mental health aspect of the job I currently work, it's like that's something that once I'm able to, I need to do. So right now, not quite, but we'll get there eventually and it'll be awesome. So we're going to come in here. We're going to layer this all like so. And the reason we put in our cactus right then. Did I really put this all the wrong way? I did. So we'll just go through and cut through all the holes. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I'm excited. The book is going to be really awesome, like especially with the artists that I have. It's going to look amazing. I'm so excited for it. It is one of those things where I just wind up talking about always because it's the most interesting thing in my life to me. So I've talked about how like I will write action sequences like without writing them, just it will go through my head where I'm listening to a song and it's like, okay, I connect this song to this action sequence, to this set of motions, this set of movements, and it's so cool. Like I wish like you could the we're in danger. That like in Iron Man 2, 3? No. Civil War where they have barf. the whatchamacallit, the reality thing where they can like show what's going on in your thoughts or whatever. Like I wish that was a thing. I like to revisit memories. Because if I could do that, the movie that would be playing out would be absolutely insane. And I got an artist that can take what is going through my head and turn it into a reality. So that's exciting. She's like, there's no way around it. It's exciting. Is that Captain Marvel? What? No. Civil War. I don't know if I said Captain Marvel, but I think I meant to say Civil War. Cool. So that's working. I'm gonna go get lights because I don't have any. But I have 3. That's not enough. But yeah. Or that one, yeah. That one too is one of those where it's like, yes, that. That is one of those where it's like, yes, where you can see their thoughts and everything. So, well, no, I don't know if that one's exactly so much as see your thoughts, but like they're an influential person from their past. But something where it's like, if you could see my thoughts, everybody would understand why I talk about it so much. The fights that I see in my head, the fight, so I know what's going to happen in volumes 1 through 7, and then I also know what's going to happen in volumes 9. I know the team up in volume 8. I just don't know the storyline behind it. And this is part of the reason why I love my brain. It's like I'm very all over the place, but when I focus on one task, I can think of anything. Like, it's like I should probably go get help for my brain, but at the same time, the stuff that my brain will come up with is too cool. I don't want to lose it. But so the stuff there is really cool. In volume 7 and volume 13 are going to be like climax moments. So volume 7 is going to be the middle point of the first arc. Volume 13 is going to be the climax of kind of like the first arc. And it's like, well, they're volumes, aren't they? Yes, I am talking 120 pages ish. Every volume of this graphic novels series. And it's going to take 1,500 pages to go through an arc. Like, it's going to be slow, but it's not necessarily going to be slow. I got a lot of villains that I'm coming up with. One of them, this is where I'm going to say, WandaVision had a lot of clues. I know. WandaVision had a lot of clues. I'm going to have a lot of clues. Alright, it's all good, Hostile Frost. Like I said, it's totally up to you how long you're here, what you got going on. So have an awesome day. Stay cool. Stay awesome. So now we're just gonna go. See ya. Da-da-da-da. Da-da. Where do I put my paper? Where is my paper? All right. So now we're gonna go light up that area a bit more, so it's a little bit safer. I should also probably sleep to get rid of the thunderstorm. So that's a little bit smarter. Yeah, so I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun when everything launches. Yep. All right. So, starting to build up the cactus farm. We're probably going to have to stand around and just wait for it to fill up. The speed of this farm comes from the volume. So having a lot of people or a lot of cactus is going to really speed up the farm. So it's just something that's going to have to happen. We're just going to need to wait around, make sure all the cactus forms. Once it does, it's going to be fast. So it's definitely one of those farms where, even though it takes time, eventually it becomes super, super good. So we're going to light this up. And like this. And we're just going to really light up this area to begin with. I don't know if I'll remove the water down below. Like we might once we build a squid farm. But for right now, we might not. And the reason why would be to make sure or to leave the area so water is non-spawnable. So why would we remove it if we don't want mobs to spawn? Not spawn, spawn. So that's essentially what my thought process is. We're almost out of torches, but we got quite a bit of an area covered. And we do have some of the outside area, but that's all right. And we're going to come in here. Nothing yet. I would say it stinks that they removed the zero tick farms, but at the same time, it's kind of... I'm not upset about it. Like, it's like, yeah, it stinks that they got rid of it, but at the same time, is it really all that bad? Because it just adds to that necessity to go bigger and badder on farms. Like it is a cheaty method, so it's kind of like, yeah, kind of get the reason for taking it out. But at the same time, it was a good thing that they did. Because for whatever reason, whenever you can cheat something, for me, it just loses its value. So we're gonna need to take. So that's the awesome thing about all these builds is we do need a lot of resources. So we gotta do all this stuff. We got a nice big nether wart farm, so we can get all the nether wart that we need for the red bricks. Because this will not equal a lot. This will not equal a lot. It sucks, but it's true. Like we have that much now, but once we replant it all, it's not really going to equal out to be that much. We just got to make sure we keep on going with it. So. Yeah, everything in the industrial district is going to take some of the farms that we have here to the next level. Like, obviously, it's not going to do anything with the iron farm or the mob farm, but sugarcane, I want to build, like, a huge one. Sugarcane, I want to build a huge one. I think we're going to build a huge bamboo farm. And then also, just the other stuff, like carrots and potatoes, beetroots, stuff like that, where we're going to need it for trading, we want to build up. The sheep, we're gonna do a new design that's just massive. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a dye farm. Pot. I don't think we can do a flower farm because of the location. Like, I don't really know what flowers are gonna spawn in that location, but yeah. So there's how much nether wart we actually got. We got 5 stacks and then almost another full stack. It really isn't a lot. So, yeah, I remember that. What about him? Like, I am concerned. That felt like it kind of came off a little rude. Um, everything all good with him? Ah, oh, ah. They were forced into retirement. Oh. So that totally could have come off as rude and you would have been fine with it. Okay. I totally. Okay, that came off as rude then. that that to me I don't get hate. I don't like I don't get why people hate other people. It's like to hate somebody for like I won't say that I don't hate anybody. I'm just not openly going to say it. I'm going to say I have very strong opinions about how much I associate with somebody. So like there's some people at work that the less I associate with them, the happier I am, right? Like I'm not going to openly interact with them. Cuz I think and this is a very important lesson I think. To fight hate with hate is only to create more hate. So yes, by all means go I don't want anything to do with them. But at the same time, don't let hate overpower kindness. I need to get rid of this thing, so. But yeah, probably not really going to mention them anymore, so. Yeah. That's just something I don't get. Is hating somebody for something they have no control over. And like purposefully saying stuff that you know is going to piss people off is another thing I do not get. Like, why? Why? Well, because it's funny. It's not funny. Yeah, that's a shitty situation. Sorry for my language there. I understand what I just said. That's like the only way to explain it though. It's like somebody you thought you could trust and all of a sudden like no, actually really probably couldn't. Honestly, that did just slip out. It's like I really didn't mean to say it like that. It's a terrible situation is what I meant to say. It just slipped out. Yeah. I never got hate. I don't get it. I still don't get it. So that's not what my group is about. So yeah. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Like, because I'm assuming they use some very, very foul language if they were let go from a teaching position. Like, obviously, if you're going to give a student bad grades because of something they can't control, yes, that's a reason to be let go. But just suddenly in the middle of the year without, like, anything, there has to be something additional going on. So, because I'm assuming they fired him over comments that were being made. Because if it was something like over how they were like treating students, that would probably be a little bit more public, I would think. But yeah, that sucks. That really does suck. It's like, why can't people just be good all the time? So it is kind of like comments out of nowhere. God, that does stink. I really do. That really just does kind of stink, though, doesn't it? Thought you could trust him, and now it's like, nope, can't do none of that. So, I just don't get why. For me, it's like, if you're talking to somebody, what's the point of degrading somebody? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, obviously, like, degrading for somebody for something they can't control. Degrading somebody because of certain reasons, but at this, because of certain things that you think about them. But then to, like, unprovoked do it, it doesn't make sense. Like, to me, you get out of the world what you put into it, right? So if you go around spreading positivity, like what I feel like we've done pretty well in this group so far, is you start getting positivity back. But to like, but if you start like talking bad about people, it doesn't make sense, right? Like if you're gonna open or start talking bad about people, you can't expect there for not to be consequences of any sort. Like I know there are things that I struggle with, like, and it is part of like the talking bad about certain people, but at the same time, it's like I try to stay away from that, and it's like, really? Like I'm not talking like skin color wise or anything. I am very one-sided on that. Where if you judge anybody because of their skin color, you're a terrible person. But it's like something that like I've been really taking stock in. Like, okay, why am I thinking this? What's the purpose of thinking this? I'm about to get more gold. Hey, Mighty King, how's it going? Yeah, it has been a little bit, hasn't it? Um, this is Jeeb. We're kind of working on the gold farm. And I said kind of. We're really not. We're just kind of here looking at it. It's been a while. I will tell you that. It has been a while. I don't forget names. I was just looking through my follower list today, so. But yeah. Yay! I know we're kind of getting into the. I appreciate you showing up, but we're kind of getting to the end of the stream, like. Yeah, we're working. We were working on the gold farm. We got 2.5 layers built up about. So it's going good, and it looks like it's working pretty well. So I'm excited about it. Oh, I'm gonna need to get a different color. I will say you got to see this. You got to see this. We're gonna need to get another color because the rule for Jeeb is he's not Jeb, but he's Jeeb, and he has a little bit of an issue with changing colors. So we got to do it manually, and we also got a district for industrial farms. That's literally this stream. But so you gotta. You weren't here when we announced the giveaway, were you? We're also doing a giveaway, so like showing up and saying hi in the chat gets you entered. But then yeah, Jeeb has issues changing colors, unlike Jeb. So every time we go to the Nether, we change their color. So, and then we've also built this up, and it is looking absolutely awesome. It's obviously a long work in progress, but this is very, very cool. I'm excited for it. The reason we're working on the gold farm is because of that right there. Is we want to do a lot of gold accenting in the build. So it's going to take a lot of gold bars. Okay, so you are in the UK. Yeah. Yeah. I know I got a couple of people over there in Europe. And it's all right. It's like as long as you pop in and say hi every once in a while, that's all we really want. So. But yeah, we got a giveaway going on right now, which is I'm speechless. I thought, where did it come from? Was it one of these corners? The light level's good. Oh, it might be right here in this corner. What? Okay, so I'll look back at back catalogs. I'm sure we have plenty of shots. I'll fix this off stream. It's all good. Get the glowstone back in. That's what happens when you play with boom booms too much. Eventually the boom booms catch up to you. All right. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're good, okay? Okay, we're good. We're good. I'll fix it off stream. Okay. We got the resources we need to fix it. So it's not I'm going to level it out for now. So it's not too big of a thing. That was just very what? Like I heard the very little minimal hiss and I went, "Oh, that sounds like a oh! Yeah. So, we got the giveaway going on right now. Make sure there are no more creepers. Where it's a $50 grocery card, and I have suppliers in over across the pond that I can do T-shirts through. So essentially, it's a $50 grocery card, and then 2 T-shirts is the prize. So we need another color for Jeep. What color did we go with? Purple. We made purple earlier. We can go with purple now. But yeah, that's the giveaway that's going on. By showing up, you're entered. It's like, yes. Um, but yeah, so that's that. I am, however, like gonna. I should grab some glass. Once we get back to the gold farm, I think I'm gonna call it there just to see what gold we can get out now. Out of the farm right now. So just to see where we're at for rates. Yeah, I should be able to order the. We'll set up something where like able to order a grocery card for a certain store, whatever grocery store is close by. But it's like when we were setting up the giveaway, it was like, well, what if we do this thing or like a whole bunch of this thing? And it's like, well, given the times right now, some people may be like, I don't really need like 10 packs of pop. So like that's the reason for the grocery card. It's to like buy something you don't normally buy, or if you really need just groceries for that week, that's what it's for. So that's why we're doing the grocery card instead of like something like 10 packs of pop. So it fits the needs of the person that wins. So that's the reason for that. And then yeah, we're gonna go to the gold farm. Gonna fly up there. Do I have the yes? No, I do not. I do not have the ender chest on me. So we're gonna grab this. Um, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like there are plenty of giveaways to win certain things where it's like let's do something where they might genuinely need it. Let's try to be like Mr. Beast. Help the people that are in need. All right, Jeeb, don't worry. You can eat a lot of colors today. Now the real issue is gonna be the fact that that's height limit, which I don't really think I need to enclose myself too much. But we still, I would rather not be. What I'm trying to do right now is insanely difficult, but I think I will be able to pull it off. So what we'll do. Haha! What I'm doing right now is insanely stupid in a way. Like way more complicated than I need to make it. But I like it that way. Got it. All right. So now we're gonna land up there, and this is just kind of like to protect myself, to make sure nothing spawns. So when we came in to this, like when we got up here, there were 2 sheep around us, right? I will say kind of it was a mistake, but it's like, so I can't read has a knack for misspelling things, right? Has a knack for it. So I can't read spelled out Jeeb instead of Jeb. Name it Jeeb, to like make it multicolored. And so it kind of was like, we're gonna name it Jeeb, and then I was like, you know what? We should probably just alternate the colors for it. So that that's where the rule came in place. Every time you come to the gold farm, you got to rename Jeeb so that Jeeb gets a new color. So that's where that rule came into place, and that's how Jeeb came to be. I can't read. Tried to say name it Jeb, and it turned into Jeeb. I'm already liking it. I'm liking it. I'm seeing a lot of zombie piglins spawn. I think we're up really high, and that helps it a lot with having the spawns. So I'm going to let this run for a while. We're going to end the stream there. As always, thank you so much for watching along. It's awesome to see so many people today and meet some new friends and everybody get to talk. So it was awesome. I had a lot of fun today. We're not going to make it to 6, but I think we're about there on ideas. So I don't want to just drag out a stream and where it's really boring and we're just yeah all the time. So yeah. Anyways, so I think we're gonna end there today. Thank you as always for coming out. Be awesome, stay awesome. You guys are loved for sure. Be active in the Discord because that is a way to enter. And as always, be awesome, stay awesome, have an awesome day. Y'all are awesome.